We're in the end game now.
Avengers! The end game is here, finally. Let's talk about the movie. So, Avengers in... No, no. I just want to say Infinity War. Endgame. We are in the endgame. And this is the movie that closes the Avengers chapter. This is a non-spoiler review, so everybody can watch it. I talk about a little about the story, and then I quit the story and talk in general about the movie. So basically, the story is the world is in grief and is starting, and they're trying to live after the Snap event. They're trying to find out who Thanos is or where was he last seen. And now the team also is joined by Nebula. And Nebula is Thanos' daughter. And she just find out that Thanos uses 2-3 days before the glove again. And they go to that planet, so they just don't lose any moment. Everybody just goes in there. Captain Marvel, Thor, Captain America, Black Widow, Main Machine, War Machine, Nebula, and Rocket. That was funny before they starting, though. Everybody jumping on the Guardian of the Galaxy ship, and before they go in, they saying, "Which of you wasn't in the galaxy before?" And Cap, Black Widow, and War Machine raising their hands. Huh? Okay. That was funny. So they go to the planet, they really quickly find Thanos, and they just want to talk with him, have a little chat with good old Thanos. They just want to find out where are the stones. You used them before, but he said, I just destroyed them. And he was so burned, all his arm with the gauntlet was so burned, even the neck and the half of his face was burned. So that was the after effect of the gauntlet, or the twice snappy. And he said that I destroyed them, so no one can find them, and nothing can be changed from my snappy. And everybody just didn't believe it. Wow, the stones, you lying. And Nebula just get into the conversation and said, my father are many things, but he isn't a liar. Well, the Avengers are thinking, oh shit, what to do now? We had one mission, finding out the stones, so find the stones so we can use them to make things change. But Thor just was so pissed, and he just wanted to shut his mouth, and he decapitate good old Thanos. So he goes for the head that time, correctly. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Thanos just have won. 5 years have gone since the decapitation. And now people are trying to live their lives. But then Scott Lang comes and he finds somehow a way to make some time travel. Oh yeah, time travel. Time travel is the big theme in Endgame. Just like in Back to the Future 2 or Star Trek or Quantum Realm or Terminator or Hot Tub or Bill and Ted and all the other time machine movies. Well, now they're trying to find a way to go back in time. And they need the smartest man or the biggest, the goodest technician of the world. And they ask Tony Stark, but Tony Stark isn't really on their side. Now he has a daughter with Gwyneth Paltrow, and he doesn't want to change that. Because if they're succeeding with the mission and they're going back, maybe he comes back and creating a new future, but in that future he doesn't have a daughter. And Tony doesn't want that, but the others still try. So the story basically isn't so spectacular. It's a Marvel movie, of course. And I just was victorious and avoided every trailer, every short clip, every picture. Well, in the end, I saw the poster and my chin fought, and I was just, what's in the movie? What's in the movie? And Avengers Endgame was, now that I saw it, the second most anticipated movie of this year. The first is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, Tarantino, nobody can beat Tarantino, so this movie is so good. But the problem is with that movie, if you're going to see that movie for the first time and doesn't have put any effort to see other movies, or are you not in that MCU world, you really will have big questions over your head and think about who's this, what's that, why this, blah blah blah. Blah. So really, this is again, just like in Infinity War, this is a sequel in his purest form. At least what's the two first Avengers movie, or in that case the three first Avengers movie, and Winter Soldier Civil War, and now you are good to go. What I really love about this movie, for sure, again, the Russo brothers, where this Russo brothers really knows their work and their craft. The 4 movies they did are all, for me, 10 out of 10 movies. They know how to make action, how to show us characters, superheroes, and please, Russo, go to DC, do a Batman movie. I will be thankful for your rest of your lives, not mine, yours. The acting in this movie is very, very good. So you really believe if you see Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, when you see their grief, their sadness, their joy, their hope, everybody just make a goddamn good work. Especially the 4 guys I talked before. And the CGI is also good. The battles, the action, the soundtrack. This is the most saddest movie in the MCU. I just cried once in an MCU movie, and that was, spoilers, that was in Guardians 2 with the funeral of Yondu. Or before of the funeral, the way he sacrificed for Star-Lord. That was the only moment in 21 movies that I cried. And here, in Endgame, I cried countless times. I don't know, even from the beginning of the movie. And this is a really shitty and cheap shot, Russos, to start this movie and get me already on the fields. Oh, goodness. That was hit you in the heart like an arrow. Then constantly show us the sadness, especially Robert Downey Jr. when he still grieves about the death of Peter Parker and he thinks he's responsible for his death. Chris Evans mourning about Bucky and the rest of the whole world, or in this movie we only see America suffering under the snap. What's in this movie you think, holy shit, this is so impossible to build this all from Iron Man 1, and all the strings are so perfectly connected and making all sense and doing all the, and come to full circle from the first movie to here, and ending perfectly the story of Iron Man and Cap. And Captain America, or Chris Evans, you will always be my favorite Marvel character in the MCU. Everybody knows my favorite Marvel character is Punisher, but here in the MCU is Chris Evans, and it's Captain America. In every movie where Captain America is, it's dramatically, it's action impact. It's full of suspense and full of great shots. And I guess all the 5 movies where Captain America is are instantly are also my top 5 favorite Marvel movies. Yeah, but still, I love Civil War more. I know the Endgame is bigger, has more characters, more action, more everything. more runtime, more tears, more lust, more joy, more sadness. But Civil War is more down to earth. I love that. It's not that has not those big CGI effects, except Ant-Man in the big fight at the airport. But still, it's about beating up bullies and stand up for the good. And yeah, that's why I love Civil War. And I already said Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, and Age of Ultron. These are my 5 favorite MCU movies. I know you think, oh my god, Age of Ultron, what he drunk. No, I'm not drunk, but hey, we have the Hulkbuster. That scene alone is better than most of other MCU full-length movies for Dark World. Yeah. So in the end, Endgame is a spectacular movie. Go watch it. It's an MCU film. I guess you already saw the movie. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. It's a spectacular movie. It's a perfect film for the cinema. And don't get fooled by, oh my goodness, it's 3 hours. And what should I do? Well, if you have watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, or especially the extended cut, you are familiar with length and long runtime. But don't watch these other stupid videos from IGN. At what moment should I go to the toilet? How do I survive the endgame? How much can I drink? Stop drinking, you idiot! Go to the movie, don't eat, don't drink. They're all just distractions. What? Get your ticket, sit your ass on the seat, and watch the movie and enjoy it. And don't forget some tissues. You will need it. Yeah. What a pussy generation. Bye.